Greetings, welcome to the Power of Purpose with me, Anton NM. Another day of inspiration. Today I want to talk to you about excellence. Most of us as young people, we complain about not having opportunities. We complain about life not being fair, not giving everybody a platform or a chance to express themselves. But if we were to be honest, most of us, we still struggle with excellence. First and foremost, when we're talking about excellence, let's look at some of the elements. First and foremost, being on time. If you're invited to go and perform, you're invited to be somewhere, the power of being on time and people relying and depending on you to be on time, it's actually much more greater than any blessing or any favor you can think of. The excellence of being on time. I'm still wondering where this concept came from about African time. And it has gotten to a lot of young people and a lot of African people with this mindset of the event starts at 8 o'clock or you show up at 9 o'clock or 8:30. And you carry that throughout your life. You will find people who do not tolerate such nonsense. Because if they say 9, I've worked with people and they tell you 9 o'clock, the moment they will just give you 5 minutes extra. After 5 minutes, they are gone. And you would have to wait for another 4-5 months or another years for them to give you another opportunity. Because time is money. If you have given a platform, you need to be there on time. Now that becomes a habit, this becomes a lifestyle that you compound over time. Whether you go to work, you find yourself being on time. It is a powerful spirit of excellence. And a lot of us, we struggle with that. You wait on your assignment until it's the last minute. You wait for your time for preparation until it's the last minute. And then you want to rush things. And you want to be on the same platform as the others who have spent years and years of building themselves to be with you on that moment. Others spend years and time preparing themselves for a small interview. And for you, as millennials, you just think everything should be handed on to you just like that. And everybody should understand that you are late. That you couldn't be there on time, you couldn't finish your work on time. You can never be trusted or be dependent upon. You can never mature enough to take responsibility, doing things on time and being there on time. And you wonder why some people are sidelining you. Some people are not inviting you to certain places. It's because you being lazy and not being on time, not producing results on time and doing your work on time, it has cost them. So I trust and believe you should also understand. But when you develop an attitude and a mindset, I'm kind of a guy that when you invite me, wherever you invite me, and I begin to see before the time you invited me, just 10 minutes, 20 minutes before the time, I often start shivering because I'm already thinking I'm getting late. 10, 20 minutes before the time. But as I walk around, drive around, work with people, 90% of millennials, African people, we don't have the attitude and the spirit and the mindset of being on time. Time is everything. Time is everything. I once sat down with some of my mentors They are white people, Americans, and they told me, black people, you are intelligent than us, you are smart than us, but we beat you by time. Us, as whites, we can do something consistently on time for a long period of time, and you want just to show up and then disappear. You are never on time, you don't do things consistently on time. So he says, you might be stronger, you might be wiser as black people, but we beat you on time. So actually, the management of time in line of success is the distinction between failures and them that succeed. So you have your accounting degree or master's, now you're working for somebody who has a grade 12 because you just don't know how to manage your time. So you need somebody to make you a slave so that you can come on time. If you can't manage your own time, you can't manage the time of your own business. So you got to be employed so that somebody says you come late, I deduct from your salary. No wonder most of us why we can't run our own business successfully. Yeah, time. When you're developing excellence, you have to come to another point, which I'm talking about, your own personality. First, yourself, your character, your integrity. Are you a trustworthy person? Can people depend on you, rely on you? Your own personality. Are you humble enough? So developing a personality of excellence in terms of the quality of your personality, not just because you exist. People want to interact and do business with people that are alive, passionate, driven, people that take responsibility and accountability, and they are trustworthy. So that kind of personality, and it's always from within you, from inside you. Do you have a personality of excellence? Can people hold you to a higher standard when they're inviting you to an event to speak, to perform, and when they're inviting you to a table where you discuss business? Can they invite you on the higher table? Or are you having a personality where you just need handouts? So developing a personality, and I'm not talking about dressing. Most of the time I don't dress suits, okay? But having a personality, integrity, character, trustworthy kind of a person, it gives you a certain level of excellence. And you can easily be invited to the higher table. You don't get invited to the higher table because you got a degree or you got a master's. No. We can invite a grade 12 who has built himself or herself to the higher table because they have a personality of excellence. They are dependable, accountable, trustworthy. They have a character and integrity. So, how much have you looked at yourself? Stop pointing fingers at everybody else who is not favoring you. It doesn't matter where you are in life. When you have built yourself with that kind of personality, wherever you are, when people are in the boardroom discussing about next move, you will be in most of the people's mind to be invited. But most of us as young people, we have the spirit, we have this attitude of arrogance, pride. You don't have a teachable spirit. You are not humble enough to admit your wrongs. After you have developed the personality of excellence, you come to a product which is your service, your gift, your talent, your qualification, whatever it is that you're bringing to the table. How much time have you invested in your product, in your service? You think we should just support African business, black business for the sake of supporting? No. We want to support black business, African businesses, but it should come to our mind that as business owners, as artists, as sportsmen and women, whatever you do in life, academics, professionals, we need excellence. We don't just call you because you can sing, you can dance, you have a degree, you can run. No. We need excellence in your product, in your service. You can't just go and cook up something and bring it to the table and think we'll just accept because you're black, or you're African. No. So each of us, wherever we find ourselves as young people, as Africans, let's hold each other accountable to excellence in our product, in our talent,